Yeah.
So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good Wednesday morning, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. Lots of interesting things going on today. It seems like every morning we're focusing more and more on the investment awards now. Constantly more emails coming in of sponsors and jury members.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We've got to announce today then, Craig.
Well, for the jury, we did get a few interesting jury members that signed up
online,
and you'll see them on the website if they're not up there already. Raymond Patzman from Zalando. Big investor. Nebel Semen from Griffin, also pretty powerhouses in investment now. James Turner, Sierra Balmain, lots of shopping centers and exciting stuff going on.
So some familiar faces though.
Yeah, a few familiar faces, a few new people, which I'm going to announce, and a few new companies, which will probably announce tomorrow even. So
good.
Anyway, more and more is coming on there. A little bit of news that I just picked up. A little bit of it's from the Business Polska, which I'll read off before we start the commercial real estate news. Yeah, some interesting things. Cannabis cultivator Freedom Farms has started crowdfunding, or will start crowdfunding in the second quarter, looking to raise 1 million euros. So that's interesting. Woom, it's a bicycle production company, is shifting production from Asia to Poland. So like the trend we were talking about yesterday, I think of companies coming, leaving Asia or doing more in Central Eastern Europe and Poland. One of the courier companies, DHL, they're switching. They're starting to do their couriers in electric vans and electric delivery vehicles. So that's interesting, from MAN and truck and bus Polska. So very good that they're going, more green.
More batteries.
Yeah, more batteries to be produced, and of course, there's now this battery production or recycling company that they're building a recycling plant in Europe. Vertical farming, another big thing. You wouldn't think about it in Poland because there's so much land, but in Puławy, the business, this Vertigo Farms, located in Puławy Business and Technology Center, is building 4 meters high, and they've got 11,000 plants, and they're building vertical on 300 square meters, and they're 3 meters high, like shelving. And they can, interesting enough, they can build sort of, I think they said 100 times more vegetables and more plants than a traditional farm. So I'm surprised, just interesting to see that in Poland, because you have so much land here, you wouldn't think they'd be doing vertical farming. But yeah, big. Games developer Huge, HUUUGE, is just raised $100 million dollars net in their IPO. So I think we'll see a lot more cool games coming up with $100 million in the bank for them. And interesting, Poland is going to nationalize coal plants to finance green energy projects. So I thought all the coal plants were already owned by the Polish government, but good to see they'll own them all.
Good to see they're burning coal for a good cause.
I have a feeling there'll be a lot more coal burning, but they did say they're going to use the money for greener initiatives than burning coal.
That's one way to get rid of it.
That's exciting. So, anyway, a little bit of business news to kick things off, and I know we have a lot of interesting commercial real estate news coming up. And Winston, good to see you. And a couple people were mentioning you, that you've been on the program a lot. I'm like, well, you're on the program every day. Every day. Yeah.
It's getting out there.
Who else is going to do the news? Yeah, exactly. So anyway, we'll come right back with Winston Norman, editor of Europa Property, to hear all of the exciting commercial real estate news for the day. We'll be back in 20 seconds. So that was interesting. Yeah, so welcome.
Thanks for those updates, Craig.
Welcome back, everybody. And now we're going to jump right into the commercial real estate news. Winston, give us the excitement.
Okay, so we'll start in Romania, and IMMOFINANZ have concluded a long-term rental contract for 11,000 square meters with Provita Group. It's a leading medical center provider.
Okay.
And they've signed that contract in the Iride Park, and it's going to be a multidisciplinary hospital, and the rental contract covers 25 years.
Oh wow, okay.
So a long-term lease there. And according to Dietmar Reindl, he's the COO of IMMOFINANZ, he says that Iride Park is one of the biggest and best growing office hubs in Romania, in Bucharest, and this new tenant is going just to provide to the extensive offer of that development.
Right. Well, I guess, it always sounds good these days, renting space to healthcare professionals. Yeah,
it's very topical, very newsworthy.
Well.
And then moving back to Poland, and JLL have summarised the first quarter in Poland's retail market, and what we're seeing is some significant changes to the market than what we're used to, and that's primarily in the development front.
Oh, okay.
What we're seeing now is more retail parks, more convenience centres growing, and is this the end of the dominant shopping centre format?
Did they tell us?
Well, they're just going by the latest trends.
Right.
And 93,000 square meters were delivered in the first quarter.
Okay, of these convenience parks, yeah?
Well, they're saying that they break it down, and 55% of that new space was retail warehouses, 31% was retail parks and convenience centres, and no large-scale schemes were delivered. So,
yeah, I mean, I really haven't seen any press news on our website about any large schemes being planned.
Yeah, and well, moving on, and 490,000 square meters of retail space is under construction across all formats. So,
wow, okay.
There's a mixed bag there. And just moving on to the investment market, which is interesting. Despite the COVID pandemic, they've had a total retail investment already of 190 million euros.
Wow, that's
which is one of the highest first half performances in the last 6 years.
Wow, so a lot of things are changing hands.
Seems to be, and they say interestingly, half of those retail assets transacted were from the British chain Tesco, which they withdrew from Poland, as you know, and they were bought by the Salling Group. 301 Tesco stores.
Wow.
They'll be rebranded to Netto.
Netto, right?
Yeah, and they just conclude that despite the lack of transaction data for quarter one, prime yields are still around 5.25%, and they're expecting these to decompress further.
Oh, really? Okay, so interesting.
Moving to the logistics market, and UNIQ Logistic has entered Kutno with a 2,500 square metre modern warehouse space from Hillwood.
Okay. Yeah, Hillwood has some great projects.
And AXI IMMO, they were the agent on that deal. And this distribution centre is over 32,600 square metres of warehouse space. And finally for today, Cushman Wakefield have released a report about the post-pandemic opportunities for co-working spaces.
Oh, okay. So great.
Yeah, and they're saying that in this new post-pandemic reality, how does flexible office spaces look in the future, and what are the advantages of such spaces, and how important will they be? And they're saying that co-working spaces are providing co-working communities, a network of locations, co-working as a fringe benefit, and they offer flexibility and adaptation.
Right. Well, interesting report.
Yeah.
I guess. I think when COVID first started, it seemed like all those guys were in real trouble, and then very quickly it seemed like the co-working places and flex offices kind of taken number one position now.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but definitely we're seeing that it's remote working is having a big impact on the sector, and they're adapting accordingly, and we'll see
how it goes. Yeah, great. Okay, well, thank you for everything, and for more news, check out EuropaProperty.com, where you can get all the news. Subscribe right away, and you'll get information on all of our events, all the news happening, and really anything to help your business. Hopefully we can help you with. So enjoy the rest of the day, and we will see you tomorrow.